We're here today with RC. RC is 10 years old. He's just completed 4th grade and he's graduating now from a program of vision therapy. What I'd like you to do, please, is tell us what kind of difficulties you had had before, what had gone on before in terms of how the doctors that you had seen before tried to improve things, and what changes you've noticed.
And my other eye doctor, he wanted me to wear a patch, but you said it does not work. For 30 years, in the past 10 years, or something like that.
Okay.
And my comprehension was not that good, but now it's a lot better after I've graduated.
Do you remember why the doctor asked you to patch one eye?
Because he thought it would make the other one stronger.
And did it?
No.
How long did you patch?
A year.
A year or so. And even after patching for a whole year, it didn't seem to improve things. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. How has this changed your life? How has this made reading any different or playing basketball any different?
In basketball, I get more points now. And for reading, I used to not want to read a book because the words may be too small. And I would think it would be like a hard book to read. But now I don't care the size of the font.
What did you just tell me before in terms of playing basketball?
I used to be getting like 2 or 4 points a night in basketball, or no points. But this Tuesday, I got 10 points.
How did that make you feel?
Excited.
Excited. Great. Anything else you want to share with our audience?
Audience?
Or anybody else listening to this video? Are you happy with how?
I recommend this place.
Okay. Leading the witness, that's not what I intended, but that's great. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And now we're going to turn to Mom. And why don't you share with us what kind of difficulties that you had noticed that he had had before, and what kind of changes you've noticed now?
Okay, so when Ryan was finishing 3rd grade, we started to notice that his grades were declining. He was complaining when he had to read. He didn't want to read. His reading was really inefficient. He was very slow. He'd rub his eyes a lot. He'd say the words are too small. He'd actually skip over words or lose his place in the line. And when he started 4th grade, again we noticed the same issues. And we noticed his grades in reading comprehension were going down as well. And so we started to look into what we could do, because we also noticed his focus wasn't the way it used to be. He seemed distracted. He wasn't paying attention, and we were concerned that there could be some attention issues that was causing these issues at school as well. And that's when we had heard about vision therapy and looked into it and heard really great things about it. And within a period of months, noticed such significant differences in his grades. His grades have gone up significantly. His Lexile level has drastically improved. Ryan's much more focused. He's much more attentive. He's much more engaging in conversations. And we couldn't be more proud of all the work that he's done to get to this point.
That's phenomenal. What did you share with me before in terms of humor?
So Ryan's very involved in jokes now. He's always been involved in jokes, but sometimes I would think they would sort of go over his head, and he would, again, that would distract him, or he would zone out. And now he's very engaged in some of the family antics, which is great.
That's wonderful. You had shared something with me a while back in terms of what your husband had thought and his level of confidence or skepticism, and what he had told you after a couple of weeks of therapy. Can you share that with us?
Sure. So my husband was very concerned that there was a real attention issue, and from speaking to psychiatrists, the feeling was he should be placed on medication for attention deficit disorder. And I wasn't really comfortable with that without pursuing other options, and that's how we found out about vision therapy. And within a short period of time, too, as he started noticing the changes and the teachers were commenting on Ryan's grades improving and seeing the difference in him, and my husband really noticing the differences at home and the involvement Ryan's having in the family, was really, really impressed and went out of his way to say how it was great that I pursued it and looked into other options, because he really thought medication was the only thing that was going to work.
We want to say that his dad is a physician.
I have something
And
to
does believe
say.
in medication management. In this case, it wasn't necessary.
That's wonderful. Thank you for teaching a doctor. That's wonderful.
I have something to say.
You wanted to say something?
Before, I did not like studying for tests, and I would not get as high as grades. But then when I started trying and studying harder, I got better.
Good. Can you tell us something about the average that you told me before?
I was first at 87, and then I went up to 92 or 93.
That's phenomenal. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for allowing me to help you.
Thank you.
It's wonderful. Thank you.